beautiful.
God, I found another scientist in the Alps, Thomas Steele. Or is Thomas a methodology in making steel? I don't know.
Hey Bob, remember Riding with Death, MST3K? I love MST3K, but I mean, all the movies are forgettable though.
Oh yeah. You watch
Not all of them. Not all of them. Space Mutiny sticks out.
Future War was the one that stuck out the most for me.
Oh yes.
Future War. That's a good one.
I'm not sure what the deal is with this, but and I think it has something to do with movie rights, is that there is MST3K, like the older stuff, on Netflix itself, but there's only like a season or two of it. Because maybe that's all they could get the rights for on Netflix. Then Netflix also did a new season of it as well, which is actually pretty good.
All right. Ooh, we can enact another reform.
One collection at a time. Is that how they're doing it? They're doing it like a season at a time. They're adding it. Is that what it is?
Yes, unions for all. Thomas Stalin? I don't think I found anybody named Thomas Stalin. Will Bob ever get his Prussian Space Marines? I think that's a question for Bob.
Eventually.
Oh, desync.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
We'll save the game.
Save.
Oh, jeez. I hope he didn't like lose power or something again.
Roach. God damn it.
Oh, like greatest hits from several seasons. Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Me and Roach were recording on Saturday. We got 2 videos done, and then he lost power for like 7 hours.
Because I'll tell you, I mean, like I think Ben and I do things pretty similar as we record a bunch of stuff. Then we just have like a day or two where we like edit everything. I would love to have MST3K just playing on my other monitor while I do that.
Mm-hmm.
Just all the way through.
All right, well, let's at least get the rehost back up while we wait to see. Because sometimes Roach just pops back a minute later and just goes, I don't know what happened. And then sometimes he'll text me or he'll get on his phone and be like, I'm not going to have a combine hit a power pole. I'm not going to have electricity till 1869.
Right.
That's happened before. Farm equipment knocked out a power pole while we were supposed to be recording. What's with Roach's power? He lives in like farm country, so it's old exposed power lines. So a strong breeze or a car hitting a pole or something like that can really fuck you up for a while. Because I used to live in a really, really old house, and just a strong wind would cause brownouts. Pardon me while I eat cookies. The CSA hit his power grid. Maybe the CSA is in Illinois. We have problems. Alright, game's back up. Imagine how many alcoholics there are in Switzerland. All of them. Oh. Bob, somebody asked what your population was. Do you know off the top of your head?
3.5 million, I think, if I remember correctly.
I'm 4, but oh my god, my literacy is just holding me back so much.
Yeah, you don't need to be able to learn to read in order to breed, There's one thing that the South has taught me.
You don't need to know how to read to fight and to fuck, and that's all the state needs you to do.
Well, no, I kind of need them to know how to read so that I can actually work in the factory.
Oh, whoops! I didn't plug in the mod for this thing. Oh no! Let's try it again.
Yeah, me neither. The game's not up.
I'm the only one who remembers.
I never remember.
Yay.
I'm used to them staying ticked until I untick them.
Right. See here, I have Kubli's Op was supposed to be today, and that actually should have been happening already 20 minutes ago, but the server was having a problem apparently.
Oh, Kubli's doing it up? No,
yeah, he's got his. Yeah. So, but the server needs to be updated, the mod needs to be updated for Achilles, and I haven't updated it yet. So,
Whoops.
The server shit the bed. What? Don't say that. Please don't tell me there's a problem, like legit problem.
Oh no. The Gilchrist-Thomas process is a method in making mild steel which replaced used.
Well, the server is
iron.
here.
Oh, there you go. Thanks,
I mean-
Oak Tree.
Max can't get Achilles to work. Well, I mean, as long as for updating a mod, you need to make sure one you've deleted the key out of the keys folder for whatever mod you have currently on the server. If you're trying to update it, delete the key from the keys folder, and then delete the key at a bare minimum. Delete the key out of the mod folder itself that's also on the server. Then you're going to go ahead and upload the mod in its entirety to the server. Is what you're going to do in the proper folder, and then add the key to the key folder again. Yeah, and then it should be good to go.
My chat wants to know if you're going to form the NGC.
MGC.
North German Federation.
Oh, NGC. Eventually.
Yeah, when you get
is the
back
game-
to the last.
Is the game re-hosted?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did a combine hit a power pole?
No, my internet just cut out for like a minute.
Oh, that's
What's my favorite Star Trek episode? Jesus.
Darmok?
There's so many. Shaka when the walls fell.
Bugs like
There's
Bob and I could fight a war just quoting that.
Timber, his arms wide. The river Tamok in winter.
Oh.
I mean, do you want to do it by like series maybe per tweet? Because it's really hard to get like
Yeah,
a
but
favorite episode the
How about
entire thing.
let's give us the Cliff Notes, Bob, of on this question from each series.
Okay, I would
not
have to
including
say.
Discovery.
No, including Discovery.
Make it hard.
Can
I
just-
like the one where the ship
uh,
flips around in circles and disappears into different dimensions for no reason.
Can I offer just carving my eyes out with a grapefruit spoon on that Discovery instead?
I'll
I
allow
just
it.
take that. For the original series, Balance of Terror, just because I think it was probably one of the best well done combat episodes of Star Trek for the original series. That jives really well with the rest of the series franchises out there for it. So there's that. TNG, this is kind of a two-parter, but actually, I mean, that's kind of a tie, I would say, between Unification and Best of Both Worlds, which are both two-parters, which are both really well done. For
TNG
that,
does do really good two-part episodes.
it does. Chain of Command would come in a very, very close second.
Get it
Another
done.
two-parter. Get it done. Then Deep Space Nine, Pale Moonlight.
Ooh, which I don't know the
He's-
Deep Space Nine episodes by heart. Which one's that, Bob? You're gonna have to. Like...
Pale-
That's the
so
one where
Pale-
Cisco helps in the killing of a Romulan.
Oh, that
ambassador.
one's great. It's a fake.
Exactly.
Actually, I think
You guys couldn't see it, but
although,
I was holding up the data stick.
yeah. Although I don't, although I do like the memeability of that scene, I actually do legitimately like the monologue at the end of that.
Oh, it's
episode.
great. It's great.
It's
It's really,
beautiful.
really well done. Well, it's what I really like about that is that
I
you know
can
they all do
live
this
that.
horrible thing, and it works.
Eat a bag of dicks.
Actually, I have to say, Deep Space Nine is probably my favorite series. In all honesty,
Deep Space Nine's great. Well, that's two sets right there.
So,
I think 'cause-
Voyager, I've got a request for Voyager.
Oh.
So,
Is it
I'm-
Year of Hell?
no, because they didn't actually like stick with it. Because that would have been amazing if it was actually like a whole season, and it didn't actually come to
I think
fruition.
that's what they originally intended, but the studio.
It was the original intent of it, but then
Yeah.
they didn't do it, so I was upset by
Studio
that.
said, "What the fuck are you doing?" This is.
So for Voyager, the first episode, because the rest of it was kind of
Because the rest of it sucked.
Can
Right,
can I put one thing? Can I suggest one episode? Mostly just for the ending of it. I don't remember the name of it, but it's the episode in which some of the crew are stuck in with a like this simulation. That
God, there's so many of Voyager like that. Though.
Is that the one with
Well,
the
they get-
clown? The evil
the
clown?
clown. Yeah, the evil clown one. Mostly because I
There's
love
an
the
evil clown in
end.
it?
Well, I know I love at the end because it's
Trick
it's
me.
Janeway. I love Janeway's like this complete 180 of a character, and I love her.
Ooh,
I
you know what
love...
one? Oh, sorry. You continue.
Well, no, I just love it because it's like you have to watch it to get it. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but it was a really interesting kind of tonal shift for the episode, and I think it worked really well. This is me.
I like the one where
Enterprise.
there was aliens that were like invading their dreams. And they saw all these. They would have these bag of dreams with aliens in them. And the aliens were sleeping, like underneath the surface of a planet, and they were going after the Voyager's crew in their dreams. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Am I alone here? Okay. All right. Bye.
Enterprise. There's a 3-part arc in Enterprise in the 4th season that's really, really good. Which has to do with, again, it's the Romulans actually trying to instill a war between the Andorians, Tellarites, and like. Well, no, humans weren't involved at that point. Between the Tellarites and the Andorians, and I forget the name of the first. Babel 1. I don't remember the second one. The third one is the Enar. So that was a really good series or arc by Enterprise's 4th season. And then we're really gonna make me do Discovery.
Yeah. Pick one.
God.
Is it going to be the first episode, or is it going to be the last one? Because that meant you didn't have to watch it anymore? What is...
I don't have the Discovery ones memorized all that well, just because, one, I haven't watched them over and over like the other Star Trek series, because I don't
why
want
would
to.
you?
I wouldn't want to. It's terrible. But whatever one is the one where the security officer on board the Discovery decides, hey, you know, it'd be a really good idea is we take down the force field of this giant tardigrade monster thing and start shooting at it to see what kills it, and then it rips her apart. That's my favorite episode.
Mostly because it just got rid of that character?
Yes, because that character was so fucking dumb.
Are there
Like a
any
lot of
characters
the
that are dumb?
Discovery. I'm hard pressed.
Because I only watched like 3 or 4 episodes, and I thought everyone was an idiot.
Well, they are, because they're written to be an idiot.
I mean, encouraging
Well,
immigration.
no, it's just, I mean, it's just a thing where, like,
You can't tell me they're not written to be idiots. Do you know who?
Well, the main characters are not really written to be idiots so much as
Michael
they're
Burnham
people-
isn't an idiot.
No, she's an idiot.
Michael Burnham is an emotionally confused individual. That's what she is.
Which is stupid because the whole pilot episode is like she's fucking raised by fucking Vulcans and she's all Vulcan-y. And then the first fucking thing she does is go into a fit of rage and
Didn't we
murder
establish
someone.
that's because Spock's father's a really poor
Okay,
Vulcan?
we got a request.
Yeah,
Bob.
It's a shit
up?
Vulcan.
Bob, what are your thoughts on Orville? From
Orville is fucking amazing. Orville's the
Funny.
best new Star Trek series in years.
Yeah, no, it's great. I watched it too. What was it was really early in the season, but it's the one where the population is on a generational ship, but they don't know it. I forget the name of it. But you know the one I'm talking about, where they encounter like a big generational ship. The population of it are they think that that's their whole world. I love that one. I think that one's really interesting.
Hey Ben,
Hey, Bob.
I'm gonna pressure you.
Into doing what?
Under pressure.
do.
Oh no, we're not gonna do this because it's 25 infamy if I do this. No, we're gonna let this be.
What?
I was gonna
You've been
assume
granted a reprieve.
Hey! Hey, Switzerland is growing larger!
I gave him a province.
You gave, it was I gave. I'll allow it.
You gonna argue?
Are you gonna fight me over it? Like, what?
Hey, you got
Nope.
Lexley. When can you push the button?
Could you push the button?
Hey Bob, did they ever explain what happened to the Spore drive during the end of the first season? Okay,
fuck the
so
Spore
we
drive.
have to go back a few steps here, which is that
Do
we do because I have to kvetch about it, which everyone loves that when I
No,
kvetch
no,
about
it's
Star
no,
Trek.
it's okay. Let me just interject for a hot
All right,
second.
I'll let you have this because you don't complain about me and Ben talking about obscurely
Me
bad.
and
movies.
Roach go on tangents constantly. I
Yeah,
spent
so-
18 months bitching about Hoi 4. Bob could have his goddamn moment in the sun.
Yeah, it's fine.
So the amount of stuff happening in the first 13 episodes, which is the entirety of the first season of Star Trek Discovery, is enough material to fill, pretty much any other Star Trek series full to the brim. and they don't explain or go into depth enough on a lot of these things that it's just you get either confused or you're frustrated because it's just like, hey, you guys are trying to solve these problems through essentially just the Mary Sue, problem. Which if I'm assuming everyone here knows what a Mary Sue is.
Yeah, Ray from Star Wars.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Almost a textbook example of that. Yes.
Thank you. I don't have to work for anything.
Yeah. So.
I killed the evil leader. It turns to Luke Skywalker.
No,
see,
Roach,
wasn't that easy?
Roach, it's like that ninja movie where the non-ninja woman just stabs,
That's what I was referencing.
stabs the ninja prime at the end is just like looks over at everybody else is like, why was that so fucking hard for you? Right,
So,
sorry, Bob.
Trooper,
sorry,
how
Bob,
goes?
continue.
Yeah, go ahead,
So,
go ahead, Bob. Sorry.
So as you're watching the first season of Star Trek Discovery with its Spore drive thing, which is it's kind of a cool science fiction-y thing going on. Like I get it. And I certainly had the question when I was watching. It's like, how are they going to solve this? Because Spore drive isn't brought up in any other Star Trek series, and this one takes place before the original series.
It completely contradicts Voyager, actually.
And
I mean,
every other Star Trek.
Yeah, so I didn't know what was going to happen with this, and we kept getting closer and closer to the end, and it just wasn't getting explained. And it's been Austria declared war on me.
Oh,
Can we
you
go down
should've
to speed
just-
one, please?
Yep.
I think you'll
no,
be fine,
that's fine.
Bob.
That's fine. I'll allow that too.
Actually, we'll look at the show War and see your military strength.
Oh, France is in.
France is in this too?
Oh, that
Yeah,
is a-
I'll-
Yeah, on the
Yeah,
Austrian
France.
side.
Sit
Yep.
up time while Bob dies.
Oh god, I'm gonna get all the fucking French armies again, aren't I? God damn it!
Animals, leave me alone.
There's a lot.
So the-
War of
the-
Chinese
this-
reunification. That's bad.
To wrap it up real quick, the Spore drive thing was just kind of hand waved at the end of the series, which was just like, yeah, we're just not going to use this anymore. It's like, okay.
You know what got me? I could kind of understand, like, oh, okay, it's immoral to use, and people shouldn't be using it, and so the Federation proper is not going to use it. I would say Section 31 and Admiral Janeway from the alternate future.
Yeah,
In Voyager, like both of those make that like. Why do you need to have time travel? Like, why do you need to do the Borg thing, future Janeway? If the Spore drive exists, just bring the shit back and give them that and go, like, here's how you make this way. Don't avoid this cloud because that's a Borg area. And let's not let you die, or, endanger myself by doing this, because that makes more sense.
Conservatives just lost a fifth of the slots. Hey, cute.
Oh shit, Poland got released. Or not Poland, who is this? Oh, it is Poland.
Poland.
Poland is
It's
Yeah!
Hey!
Poland got released.
Poland!
It's like, oh, it's not Poland. Oh, it is.
They're allowed to exist? Nonsense.
Yeah, so
That's because it's congressional. It's Congress Poland. It's a presidential
Okay,
dictatorship.
are we helping them out, or who's doing what?
No, Poland can go
technically, I'm
rock.
allied to
Oh,
Russia.
God. That was not peaceful, though. Woof. At war with Russia. Good luck, Poland!
Huh.
God, I owe Cukes a set, too. Shit, fuck.
So, Trooper, am I going to stop the Civil War from happening? This is the HFM mod. The Civil War happened. You start in the Civil War, and you got to pick Carlist, or you got to pick Cristiano. I've been dealing Cristiano
Or is he
rebels
talking about
since the start.
He's talking about the American Civil War.
Oh, the American Civil War. That hasn't happened yet.
We're one year away from its historical start.
I'm okay with it happening. Is all I'm going to say.
Oh, Deutsche Tal.
Because it will reduce their ability,
Ew.
hopefully, if they're weakened enough by it, to influence this area. Oh,
Ew.
socialism is a thing. Karl Marx has just produced his book.
Alright, so how do I communist?
A portion of your liberals should split off into communists.
Maybe I have to wait till the end of the month. It's probably one of those things that happens on a monthly basis.
Yeah, kill them Frenchies. Kill them good.
Ooh.
How's the war going, Prussia?
Liberal.
I'm not actually sure what this war is over. The Austro-Prussian Brothers War. What is this for?
They want you to admit hegemony.
Forcing a great power to concede your leadership over your common cultural union.
Yeah, they're trying to say that they're the true Germans.
Yeah, it's part of their way of getting the Southern German Confederation, isn't it? They have to do this
Yeah.
and like win it, which doesn't look likely in a minute. I've just spanked. Wow.
Well, that's because there's a large French army on the German border.
So I got socialists,
That's
but
a
no
fair number,
communists.
but I can't believe that
Communist is a subset of socialist. Socialist is the only thing that exists right now, Ben.
Oh, I know.
Communism comes about once it's been around for a little while.
All right, so I will go to population and encourage socialism. Yeah, booze and socialist, the Swissiest union. I'll allow that.
So my plan to sphere South America is actually going really well. I've got Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and Bolivia all feeding me all their resources. Okay. And France's southern forces are, well, they have a large army just stuck in Africa because they have no navy.
What if they can they get transit right through Morocco?
They could, but they can't get onto mainland Spain, and I'm not too bothered with them sieging down those provinces. But
they could get on mainland Spain. There's a crossing at Gibraltar that they don't need a boat for.
Yeah, but they'll need to get transit rights with Britain.
You own Gibraltar.
Banks. That's what I'm doing.
I do not
you
own
don't.
Gibraltar.
Oh, you don't. Actually, I'm fairly certain they don't need to go through Gibraltar. They can just go through Cadiz.
Yeah?
I think there's also a crossing there. Not sure.
Oh God, people are converting to Protestantism here. Ugh.
Those. Let my people go.
Let my people go. Well, I guess that's okay.
Damn right it is.
I'm 56% Protestant. I was more Catholic before. I'm only 66% Swiss German now. There's 25% Swiss French, and some Swiss Italians, and then a little bit of Romanche.
Crush them! Crush the French! Beat them!
Is there any? Does
Do it now!
Do it now! Crush them!
Does religion have any real effect on the game in this?
I think you.
I mean, it's another prop that you need to be mindful of when you're doing like your elections and stuff. And they become militant, they'll like jihad your ass. But
is the learning curve easier in this or EU4 Trooper? I would say EU4 is easier.
Oh,
Roach is the only odd. Okay, we know you're the odd man out. You think this is super easy, but everybody else has issue with it.
See, I'm the odd one out of thinking that CK2 was easier, whereas EU4 was easier. I found EU4 challenging compared to CK2.
I need more glass.
I don't like the fact that China's trying to unify itself.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
you shouldn't allow China to be a thing.
I love
Definitely
China.
Bad.
China.
We'll get to see if this mod really does stop China's modernization.
Yeah, if China forms and we get to keep playing, then we know it works.
How about that for an acid test? Paraguay.
This is the hardest Paradox game to learn.
You should be in my sphere as well.
I would actually probably put forward Hoi 3 as probably the hardest.
Yeah, but nobody cares about that because nobody wants to know how to play Hoi 3. Am I wrong?
No, Hoi 3 is pretty challenging. I've tried learning it.
It's a toss-up between Hoi 3 and Hoi 2. Hoi 2 Darkest Tower, specifically.
Hoi 2 actually didn't really seem that hard to learn. The interface is
Archaic?
It is pretty archaic. Kaboom! After a fire at Breslau. What is this?
Why does nobody live in Prague anymore? Was there a... Or is Red high population density? Red's got to be a high population density. Yeah, it is. That's a lot.
Maybe getting sieged behind by the French, but boy, oh boy, am I sieging the Austrians now.
Feel bad for the Poles. They enact their presidential dictatorship, and then they're going to get sieged
Let
down.
their people go.
Guess you'll give CK2 and Hi4 a look. The DLC is usually well. EU4 Vanilla's perfectly fine and playable. You can just, you know, get the DLC to add to it. CK2, there's a few that I would say are not essential, but certainly improve things like by a large margin.
Where's migration? Why am I not finding migration? Where the fuck is it? There it is.
I mean, I would classify, I mean, because this is still kind of being talked about in my chat a little bit, I would classify Hearts-Fire 3 harder than Victoria 2, because Victoria 2's combat is a little more basic than Hearts-Fire 3, where Hearts-Fire 3 is all about the warfare, so all of its game systems are designed around fighting the World War.
Yep.
You know?
When the Civil War starts, give weapons to the CSA. I only make booze.
The war's not
booze
going
the
good
CSA.
enough against the French Empire to get some fucking claims. Really? I'm kicking your ass now, France. The tables have turned, my friend.
The tables have turned, Han.
They've actually gone through. They've actually started adding war goals because looks like Bavaria is trying to dismantle constructions and Sax in the Saxon area.
I assume Prussia's leading this war, though. Oh god, my militancy. Please, come on, stop with the fucking Cristianos.
Send booze to the CSA. I'll send booze to anybody that wants to buy it, is the thing.
Just gotta get past the naval blockade.
I'm not gonna confiscate Swiss booze. It's not integral to the war effort.
Oh, they'll confiscate everything. The Union
All the
naval blockade
things.
did not give a shit.
Oh god, I'm heavily committed to this battle.
I've almost got my first 100K in the bank.
Come on, reinforcements arrive, please, for the love
I've been
of
sitting at
Christ.
2 million for a couple of months now.
Oh, my economy's been pretty low for the entire game. For the last like
I can't
hour.
spend enough money now. I just keep gaining more. That it's like it's like
How did I lose? Oh, they arrived too late, and I got stack wiped.
Oh,
the French fighting spirit.
Prussia, you're gonna have to send some men down to Spain, I think.
Yeah,
Eat a bag of
yeah.
dicks. Eat a bag
Hey,
of
kids,
dicks.
you probably sleep so much.
Eat a bag of dicks.
Yeah, this is pretty fucking awful. I've now got a crowd of Frenchies pouring into an undefended Spain now. Oh, and there goes another stack.
Hold
This is
on.
why you fortify your border.
For some
I
reason,
have
the price of
fortified my
ammunition
border,
skyrocketed.
thank you very much.
Thankfully, I was able to get a white piece anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Oh, great.
What? You were just screaming about how you get your ass kicked. What's the
Yeah,
problem?
but like all you had to do is like push it a bit harder, and then like come and help me, and
What do you
then
mean
we could
push
have
it
been
harder?
All you had to do was all of the work, Bob.
No, it's fine.
Oh, of course, rebels. I mean, my guys were, you know, like my population centers are pretty tapped as far as like getting regiments out there and stuff. So
Has it even been 18 years since the last national disaster? Have you even grown to new men? So what is Austria's goal here?
Well, I mean,
Ugh.
they're not at
The
war
war's
anymore.
over.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was still. I thought Huzitz was Utari was still at war.
No,
no, it was Austria in charge of its alliance, and I was in charge of the alliance on this side.
Oh, it looks like Japan's finally having their war to unite the country.
I played as Japan before. That's a fun game.
It's the Bosun War.
I owe Cukes a couple cents.
Wait a minute, what's going on here?
I don't know what's going on here, but
Why is everyone taxed at 100%? What's going on here?
Did you have a government change?